a little bit of background about what Hearing, Speech, and Deafness Center is. We actually just revised our messaging, so I have to read it because I don't know it yet. But at Hearing, Speech, and Deafness Center, we partner with our clients and community to create communication equality for deaf and hard of hearing children and adults, as well as those facing communication challenges. We've been in existence for nearly 75 years in a variety of forms. We started out as a speech reading and preschool for deaf coalition, and now we consist of 35 35 staff and probably about 100 volunteers, reaching all of the Puget Sound area with 3 different offices. So I really believe in what we do, and it's really neat to go from being a volunteer to a staff member. It's also been a very interesting process to see it from the outside and the inside, because as we worked through our assessment, that was an interesting way to keep changing the hat back and forth. And we have changed, we really had a systemic change, like I was trying to get at before, where we had somebody who volunteerism was kind of on her plate along with everything else. And once we got the program in line, we just realized that we needed to actually create a staff position with a department and a budget, and move forward with supporting it from top down, have leadership, have board, and then figure out how to get buy-in from all the staff. So we have revised our intake process, our recruitment process, tracking, job descriptions, training and assessment, retention, recognition. I could go on, but I won't because it's late. And I just wanted to kind of leave it actually at the fact that we are getting the staff on board with partnering. That's been the biggest challenge that we have managed to overcome largely. We've figured out how to implement skilled volunteers alongside what we're calling general volunteers. I don't know what else to call them, but if anybody has other thoughts, I'm open to that. And we are building the volunteer programs infrastructure. And over the past 8 or 9 months, we've, like I said, created a whole volunteer department with a budget, created my position, a part-time volunteer engagement manager. We've researched and implemented a whole volunteer management system, which has been a godsend to be able to use Logistics. I don't know if anybody else here uses it, but it is fantastic. We had an endless Excel spreadsheet that was totally not useful to anybody. And so that has really, really changed our whole approach. Logistics. Which we got from our 501 Commons resources, so that was amazing. We have also integrated the volunteer program into the agency's whole strategic plan. It is a topic at LT meetings. It is something that everybody's accountable for at their reviews, things like that. It's been a pretty big turnaround, and we also dedicated half of our all-staff retreat this summer to learning how to partner staff and volunteers together to have an engagement process. And that is all thanks to our 501 Commons and United Way help to develop those position descriptions, to use our consultants to help us with the assessment phase, the staff retreat, and then we're also doing another implementation factor in building our orientation and training program. So thank you all, and it's been fun.